finally did it, man. They finally put it on the flicks. Our beloved Awesome Sauce. The first 130 episodes of the best-selling manga in history is finally on Netflix, man. And then when you go down here, just look at that. Look at it, dude. And I actually really like the poster that they have for it right here as well. Right here, like whenever you look into my list, you see the avatar greatness too. But I wish I could actually, let me pull down the brightness just to see if it pops up better. There, see. It's a really nice looking poster, you know, with Krieg on top, with Gin. It's mainly showing off the Baratier saga within it, which is not really that spoilery. And I feel like it has the sea behind it, you know, crashing all over the place. So I think it's a really nice looking poster. Now, when you go on to it, of course, you do a preview of episode 1, you know, with the Luffy, Kobe, and Alvida stuff, which I think is a really nice preview that they could do there. And then whenever you go and split into 4 seasons, the 4 seasons, as they have right here, are the East Blue Saga. Then they have a section specifically for whenever they enter the Grand Line from, I believe, right after the Oppi stuff. So that would be the Reverse Mountain arc all the way up until the end of Little Garden, if I'm not mistaken. And then the next season is called Enter Chopper at the Winter Island. The fact that they gave my man Chopper, the fact that they gave the greatness. Where is that? Nope, that's Alabasta. The fact that they gave this legendary season, the Drum Island arc, its own part in the Netflix thing, makes it feel very important, as it should. Because for me, you know, after that legendary episode 37, the next thing that really made me be like, Flagnards, this is my series, even more than I already did, right, was Drum Island. And because of that, Drum Island still has a place in my top 10 favorite arcs in the series. It's a very special arc to me for many different reasons. And so, oh snap, it started an episode. I mean, I'll watch it live, you know, I don't care. But the fact that they gave a specific name just for Chopper's arc is so awesome sauce to me, man. Instead of just having it all compiled together, splitting it off like that, it was either for marketing purposes or because they just know that Chopper is a very popular character in Japan and they wanted to split it off in that way. But regardless, doing it in that way really does make Drum Island feel like the important arc that it actually is, man. You know, there's a lot of important stuff within that arc. Even though it is a very good self-contained story, like I do believe that if you put and show Chopper's flashback to anyone, even if they're not into One Piece, they will have some sort of emotion coming out of them. Because it is such a fantastic self-contained story that by itself, it feels like a Pixar short film that Oda created with, as Oda's parents call, the deer. You know, the story with the deer was great, as it really is. You know, it really is. But yeah, man, the fact that they split off Drum Island into its own season, and then of course right after that is Alabasta. Now, for the so it's only covering the first 130 episodes. For the rest of the big 3, I don't really follow Netflix that closely, but I know that I think Naruto, they only have the part 1. I don't know if they have it in its entirety. And then for Bleach, I believe it goes up until episode 109, which is the end of the Bound arc. And they never went anything after that. So I'm not sure if there's some sort of contract situation that is preventing these guys from having more of the episodes, or if it's just so that companies like Crunchyroll, Hulu, Verve, whatever, can continue to flourish. Funimation can continue to flourish and not have Netflix just take all of their stuff, you know. Which I completely understand 110%. But I'm very curious on the ratio of people who are going to stop at Alabasta. And because I think it's impossible to stop at Alabasta, man. If you are really into the series, if you're not into the series, then you just stop, you know. But if you're really into the series, and the reason why I know this is because it happened back whenever the 4Kids and Funimation dub stopped on episode, I think it was 167, 161, 62, somewhere on there, when it was airing on television. After that episode stopped and they said One Piece is off air, people started catching up in droves, right? With the subbed, with the manga, whatever. However that they could get their hands on the awesome sauce, they were getting it. You know, and so I feel like if you are really into the series, after Alabasta, you will find a way to continue on with the story, right? Whether it be with the anime or with the manga, however they decide to go about it down after that. But I'm really, really excited to see all of the people that are going to be getting into, like, guys, just put it into perspective, right? This is a day that thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people are going to check out this story that means so much to us for the very first time, man. And that's a really, really awesome thing to think about, because this is a story that has impacted me, of course, on many different levels, man. I can tell you right now, I would not be making YouTube without it, right? And even when it comes to other stuff personally and whatnot, you know, this one is one that means a lot to me. And I know that it means a lot to a lot of other people as well. And so, just to know there's at least one other person out there that, thanks to them putting on Netflix, will be able to get into this series and experience all of this greatness, you know, experience the Captain Morgan arc, experience Orange Town, experience Baratier and Captain Kuro and Arlong and Logetown, Awpiece, Whiskey Peak, Reverse Mountain, Little Garden, Drum Island, Alabasta. Like, the fact that there are human beings out there, we're going to be able to experience all of this greatness, man, and have that be a part of their memory banks from now on. The legendary episode 37, episode 86, you know, entering into the grand line, episode 129, you know, 126, 119, you know, I'm just imagining all different types of people that this series can cater towards because of the amount of different themes and the amount of different storytelling beats that it has within it, and how many different people are going to like it for so many different reasons. And I'm just imagining, you know, people really loving the Zoro stuff, people really, you know, having Zoro become the new favorite character, people having Sanji become the new favorite character, Usopp, Luffy, Nami, you know, Chopper, and it's like Vivi, and, you know, just thinking about all the people that are going to be getting into the series today. And from now on, as long as this series does stay on Netflix, I'm going to assume it's going to stay on here for a very long time, because it is being used as the promotional tool to get people into the series because of the live-action Netflix adaptation that will be taking place. I believe it's next year. But just to know that there's going to be so many people experiencing it for the first time, man, has me really excited. And if you have anybody that you are currently getting into the series, or if you know anybody on social media or anything, you know, and you have me on one of those platforms, tag me in it, man. Like, tag me in their thread if they're making a thread of them catching up to the series. I love reading stuff like that. Or I sometimes get comments here on the channel on, like, chapter reactions, episode reactions, Recon's pieces, whatever, of people sharing them getting others into a certain series. And when it comes to One Piece, I always love reading those, because it's like, man, you know, following somebody else's journey through this series, because it's a series that has such a special place in our heart, right? And so whenever we see others react a certain way, I think that's why live reactions and the catcher, I think that's why Uzumaki Khan and channels like Uzumaki Khan, you know, the people that start from episode 1 and go all the way up until catching up, you know, that type of stuff is really, really special because of the type of series that this is, man. And whenever it's somebody that's really close to you, like one of your close friends or a family member or someone that you've been wanting to get into, maybe just anime in general for a long time, and if this is the one to do it, I feel like that's such a special thing, right? And the fact that that's going to be happening so much within the next couple of days, weeks, months, I'm just looking forward to seeing any comments that state, yo, I got it, my friend, into One Piece through Netflix, and they're really enjoying it, after they said that they didn't really dig the art style or didn't really dig the premise, but once they really got into it, they're like, yo, this is my show. You know, I love listening to stories like that, because I've heard so many people be like, man, that's not my thing, and they get into it, and it is their thing, because it's one of those, you can't judge it until you get into it type of series, man. Like, the art style is one of the things that really does keep a lot of people from getting into it, but once you do get into it, the art style becomes such a special part of it, you know. And Oda's designs become something that you really come to appreciate and love and adore, because it does fit the confines of the verse, and it does fit the themes, and it does fit the story, and it's so special, man. And I can't wait to see all the different stories that are going to come out of this, and I'm looking forward to developing some of my own, man, you know, with getting hopefully some people that would never have gotten into the series before this, and I'll have an opportunity, because I'll be like, yo, man, it's only the first 130 episodes. You know, think about the 900 and what is it, 29 now, 928, 929 episodes later. Right now, just get into it. Try out episode 1. Get to episode 50. You know, like just experience as much as you can or as much as you think that you want to do. And I guarantee you that you will come to a decision eventually. Where you're like, yo, I want to keep watching this or I don't want to keep watching this, but at the very least, try it out, man. Because it could very well become your new favorite thing, man. You know, so definitely recommend, tell a friend, tell whoever, because not only will this be something that or a great experience for a lot of people, you know, to be able to get into One Piece. It could be a life-changing experience. It could be something that sticks with them for a long time, a very personal adventure as it has for a lot of us. But if they do actually manage to end up catching up to the series and join us on this weekly anime and manga journey that we're currently on, and to join the One Piece community that I love and adore so much, that would also be something really special in and of itself. So yeah, man, definitely, dude. Go tell as many people as possible that you want to get into the story, because I feel like this is the best opportunity to do so, and it's gonna be so much fun, man. You know, like just thinking about it really puts a smile on my face, because I'm like, people are really gonna be able to experience all of this stuff for the first time, and it's just, I can't even fathom that, dude, because I've been with the series for so long. And I think, like I said before, when it comes to watching other people react, I'm like, they really don't know that A is about to happen. They really don't know about the walk to Arlong Park. They don't know about the Sanji Baratier scene. They don't know about the Zoro and Mihawk. They're like, yo, these people don't know. And so when you see those reactions and how, like, oh, are they going to take it this way? Are they going to take it this way? What's going to hit them harder in this way? What arc is going to hit them the hardest? You know, that type of stuff, man. It's exciting. It's really, really exciting. And the fact that they're ending it on the scene that defines anime for me. Like I said this multiple times in the channel, but when I think of just the word anime, the very first image that pops up in my mind is the Nakama scene. You know, throwing up the eggs. So the fact that it ends there is really, really cool. I just really wish they would have added Skypiea, man. And that's the personal thing, because I think Skypiea, it's one of my favorite arcs, right? So I'm very biased towards it. But I just feel like Skypiea is One Piece, man. Like, it's just the adventure, meeting characters that are so important to the series. It has one of my favorite scenes in anything ever, multiple of my favorite scenes in anything ever, and just that whole Jai Skypiea saga. I feel like after that, they could have been like, okay, Crunchyroll, take it from here, or manga, take it from here, we're good. But I wish that they could have included Skypiea, man. I really do. And I understand why they didn't, because they're probably not going to get that far in the live-action adaptation at first. They're probably going to get it only as far as East Blue or Alabasta or whatever. But yeah, I just wish they would have included Skypiea. But regardless, man, it's really exciting. I can't wait to rewatch it myself. I'm going to be definitely doing a rewatch of this series once again. And that's going to be so much fun in of itself. And just because I know a lot of my friends are also going to be rewatching it too. So just to go back and relive those memories, relive those moments that made us all fans in the first place is going to be really special and a lot of fun, man. I look forward to talking about that in future Recon's Piece installments, man. But that'll be it for me today, man. I just really wanted to talk about this. You know, just the fact that One Piece is on Netflix it presents a new opportunity, you know, for so many people to get into the series, which I feel like is something that a lot of us do unintentionally. Maybe we do it intentionally. It's just something about this series that we try to get as many people as possible onto it, because we just want people to experience the awesome sauce that we experienced, right? But I just, you know, going on here, like I said, I don't really even use this streaming service, but you better believe I'm using it now. You better believe it, coach. But yeah, just going down, man, and actually seeing the thumbnails, and they actually picked some pretty nice, you know, spoiler-free thumbnails for a lot of these, which I'm very, very happy about. You know, going right there all the way up to episode 61 on the first one. Entering into the Grand Line. Man, dude. So many awesome episodes. And then Enter Chopper the Winter Island, going from episode 78 to 92. And then Alabasta, man. From episode 93 to 130. You know, Alabasta will always be an extremely special one to me, because I'll never forget when I first watched that, and I was just so hooked. It was from Rain Base until the end of the arc. I didn't stop, man. And it was the way that the good old Kaizoku Fan Subs version did it, you know, with the color and the attacks, and it just brings good memories and good vibes, man, of watching it whenever I first caught up to it, and just being like, wow, like this is incredible. That whole from Rain Base, like I said, up until the end of the arc, all in one night, man, in one sitting. I was like, nah, man, this is too goat. This is way too goat, man. So many memories, good times. Can't wait to re-experience these, man, hopefully with other people. But I will see y'all next time, man. Have an awesome sauce of a day. Let me know if y'all are considering getting someone else into the series now that it is on Netflix. And do you plan on going back and rewatching it yourself? You know, reliving some moments. Even if you don't plan on rewatching the entire thing, do you plan on going back and rewatching some episodes in whatever language? Actually, let me check how many languages they have it in. Do they only have it in 2 languages? Let me see. How do you check that? See, I'm not very familiar with Netflix, so. I clicked on episode 1. Audio and subtitles. Oh, so audio is only English and Japanese, and then subtitles English. I thought they were going to have it in Spanish. And a couple other languages as well. But I guess not. It would be nice if they could have it in Spanish, because then I could definitely, because my entire family basically mainly speaks Spanish. I would be able to sneak that in there, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, you know, it's good that they have both the English and the Japanese audio for people who like watching dub and subbed. Good option for both. But anyways, man, I'll see y'all next time. One Piece greatness. Cannot wait to see what kind of people and all the stories that come from this, and the fact that so many individuals will be experiencing this for the first time is extremely exciting, man. But y'all have a good one. Peace out. It's officially on the flicks. Can't wait to see what the people who are getting into it for the first time think of it, man. The fact that they're going to be able to experience all this greatness for the first time, that's amazing, man. Shout out to the power of streaming services. You feel me? Yo, that didn't exist when I first got into the series, that's for sure.